There's a body in the boot of my car."
I considered this joke in very poor taste, just because I've discovered the odd corpse myself. "That's not remotely funny," I said. There was a pause at the end of the line. Daniel sounded breathless. He repeated his words deliberately, weighing each one with care.
"There is a body in the boot of my car."
I realised he wasn't joking. "When you say body, you mean—"
"A dead one, yes."
I struggled to make sense of what he was saying. I'd dropped him off at his car barely 15 minutes before, outside Moorview Farm. I'd only just got back through the door of Old Nick's. "Have you phoned the police?"
"Of course. They're on their way. Now I'm phoning you."
"Where are you?" I knew there was no phone signal at the farmhouse. "You must have run down the hill."
"I didn't fancy driving, obviously."
The sarcasm didn't fool me. I know the man I love, and I could hear how shaken he was. "Daniel, are you sure this person is dead?"
"Oh, yes,"
he answered softly. "I'm coming straight back."
"If you could, Miss B. The police will want to talk to you anyway."
"I'll be there in a few minutes," I promised him.
"I'm going to have to go," he told me. "I can see a police car coming. I'd better get back to the farmhouse, meet them there."
The line went dead. I shoved my phone back into my bag and swept up my keys from the counter, where I had dropped them a minute before. "I've got to go." Sophie looked up reproachfully from the painting she was working on. "It's Friday, Juno. You haven't forgotten I'll be going in a little while." She'd be off to catch her bus to Cardiff soon, to spend the weekend with her boyfriend, who was at university in St David's. She'd come in early to open up the shop as a favour to me. I was supposed to be in charge today. Pat, busy at the animal sanctuary she helps to run, couldn't do Fridays. "It's okay, Soph, just put the closed sign on the door if I'm not back before you go." She arched her dark brows quizzically, as if finally taking in the fact something was wrong. "Are you all right?" "I've got to go back to the farmhouse. There's a problem with Daniel's car." She frowned. "The one you just bought him?" "Yes, that's the one," I called back as I headed for the door. The car I'd just bought him. We weren't even due to pick the dratted vehicle up until later in the day, but our plans began to go awry before Daniel had even arrived for the weekend. He was booked on a flight direct from Donegal to Exeter. Not the friendliest way for an environmentalist to travel, I admit, but the train-ferry train journey just took too long for a weekend trip. By the time he made it to Ashburton, it would be time for him to turn around and go back again. I was supposed to have collected him at the airport at 5 yesterday afternoon. We had tickets for a concert in the evening. But an accident on the road from Inishowen meant he missed his flight from Donegal, and there wasn't another direct one that day. The best alternative was for him to board a flight to Bristol and then take the train down to Devon. In the end, I picked him up at Newton Abbot railway station at close on midnight. We'd both missed the concert. I didn't fancy going on my own. I raced back up the hill to Halsanger Common, making Van Blanc take the twisting narrow lanes as fast as I dared. One day soon I must do something about Van Blanc. Trying to run 2 businesses and having a plain white van was a waste of advertising space. But which one should I advertise? Or should I have Old Nick's Antiques and Collectibles painted on one side of it and Juno Browne Domestic Goddess on the other? I couldn't make up my mind. But right now I had more important things to think about.